Hello. I'm zooming in. What's going on? What's going on, people? Rename ink. I could probably take the opacity out of this layer too. Nope, bring that back. I know it's a little bit light. Hello, everyone. I'm on page 21. Three-panel page. I'm going to go over it real quick. If you weren't following, let me start out with 20. 20 is done. This is something I haven't done in a while. I started this page yesterday morning. I finished it yesterday evening. That's pretty good. That is not going to happen today. um, Perhaps part of it is it's a relatively simple page. Well, there was kind of a lot of angling and stuff like that going on. I'm quite proud of this page. And yeah, I like it. Um, it's a very emotional moment. It's at the end of the story. They're going through the portal here, and then they go through the portal. The hand crash lands in the new realm, and then they're looking around. And I'm a little bit torn. Like I was thinking if in the wreckage, maybe even having some wrecked Scourge robots, which are the ones that Rabbit Fighter fought in his very first appearance back in 2019. Um, I was gonna have him. Maybe not. I don't know. It would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? But they're destroyed, and the reason they're destroyed is he's on the realm. Well, you'll have to see. Or maybe I'll just show them as silhouettes. What if I show them as kind of faint silhouettes? I could do that. This will be an emotional thing because, of course, the Scourge robots he'll recognize immediately and go, "Oh no!" But then he'll realize that they're all destroyed, and he's going to see somebody walking out of the forest, and it's going to turn out to be Assault, and Assault has healing powers. So it's hard to tell when um, Gallus is knocked out just because he's got one of those masks where you can't see the what's going on with his eyes. All right, let's just go ahead and give it a try. Gilsinki ink. Too thick. All right. Who's up in front? I think it's... As he goes through the portal. As reality warps around them. Not work. Why not? Oh, that's why. This time it'll work. There we go. I just noticed that when I'm dragging and dropping, it's a little tiny dot now. What is that? Do you see how small that is? Look at the little... Oops. You used to drag this giant thing, and it was really hard to sort of center on your on the area that you wanted to do the color fill in. So I'm guessing that there has been some kind of update with Procreate. I should go look and see what the new features are. Because there's always new features. Sometimes the new features are like game changers. Like there's been a couple that have been really good, really useful. They say that. I don't really. You notice I don't get very technical with um, my tools here. Like with CSP, Clip Studio Pro, if you will, there are like a ton of options, and it's actually quite complicated, and I couldn't figure it out. I've have it. I think I've showed it on here. Do I have Clip Studio Pro? Come on. There it is right there. But I don't really use it. It's maybe it's not the program for me. It's just a little too complicated. Basically, I want something that's like a piece of paper, and Procreate is like that to me. The question is, do Gallows and I don't know if it's painful to go through this thing off to the side to go through it. I think it's like going through it's like high winds almost. It feels like you're being deconstructed and reconstructed. And he's going through with this major wound. Does it help him? I don't know. What's this supposed to be? Rabbit Fighter's hand. How do I get his? Maybe something like that. Whoops. I like that. Okay. Ooh, I just realized I forgot the thing that I normally do first, which is panel borders. Let's get those in there. They're over there on layer 1, technical pen. All right, let's go for it. Too thick. Just 3 panels on this page, which that's a sparse amount of panels in my opinion, but I started this whole comic with the concept of being kind of sparse with it because I was thinking about making it ashcan sized, in which case you would want to use fewer panels and larger panels just to keep it legible. Then I went ahead and broke that rule on myself several times over on different pages. But at this point, I think it's okay to go back and do a 3-panel page just because it fits in with the rest. Aesthetically, it doesn't hurt it at all, and it's looking good. Okay, let's throw this one down as well, just because we're here. All right. Okay. Wow, people will never see Gallows the same again after that. uh, am I on the right? I'm not on the right one. Let's get on the right one. Get up on the good foot. Anyway, alrighty. I'm wondering at what point um, you get your hands. Oh, I did screw it up too, didn't I? Pen. Both do a little bit more cleanup. Whoops, nope. I think that's okay. I think we want to show this kind of movement, but upside down and on the other hand, so it's able to be this hand. So we're gonna have to show his thumb. Maybe his thumb is what we're really looking at here. Something like that. Because we've got his we've got the right brush. I made split pea soup for lunch here, and I had a bunch of it, and then I fell asleep. It was really good. All right, here we go. I have a feeling I'll be working out this problem for a while. Oops. All right. These two marks are actually in the wrong layer, so let's fix those. There we go. That wasn't hard. Everything else. We're okay on this. Okay. My idea was sort of like, when you're going through like one of those wind tunnel things and it kind of distorts your face, or somebody has one of those leaf blower looking things and they, they shoot it at your face. There's a Pixies video. I can't remember which one. I think this is wrong on the mouth though. Basically, a sacrifice has been made artistically to make the face expressive, but Rabbit Fighter does not have a human looking face at all. It's supposed to look like a rabbit. Boy, not easy to do. Tell you what. What if I did it that way? All right, here's the way to fix this, I think. Let's draw without the mouth first. How does it look? It don't look right. All right, it's closer. We want to get it closer to, I know it's a bean mouth thing here we're doing here. Um, this reminds me of that scene in Spider-Man 2 where the Tobey Maguire has to stop the train and his face gets all distorted while he's stuck to the front of the train. It's a famous meme, but it's kind of funny where the meme comes from because I thought the exact same thing when I saw the movie. I'm like, this is crazy. What are they doing to him? He doesn't really look like that. Oh, fuck. That's too big. Okay, here we go. I always maintain that there's an eye thing going on here. I think eventually we're all going to replace that with a cyborg eye. Like whenever he reaches an appropriately cyborgy type place. Okay, here's my question. What if I take his eyes? They're okay. What if they move? I think they're okay there. With all this noise, these little dots and dashes and things, where you're working things out. Sometimes the noise itself is artistically interesting. Kind of shows where you got your lines from. Oh, yeah. Let's do this because that reestablishes the neckline. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And the fact that he's wearing a shirt, which he is. All the lines of force should be moving that direction. And you notice at this point we've moved completely beyond the pencil layer. We're just sort of like winging it. But I think you have to, you know, if you haven't completely worked out what's going to happen, I think it becomes this sort of inevitability. Kind of wonder if, nope. What if we take this nose line? Whoops, not you. You. No? I don't know. That one's looking pretty good up here. Now it looks like he's got his nose wrinkled. That looks like it's working. Okay. It's okay to say leave like a wound, a scratch. He just got out of this major combat where he's just been beating up zombies and getting beat up the whole time. All right. This hand, which ends here to the elbow, forearm. Yeah, one of these days, I'll be good at drawing hands. Oof. As they're heading through, I'm going to put another layer in right here. Rename into Peep, right? And we're going to try and this'll remember what the panel before looks like. They're in this sort of chaotic thing with a lot of floating debris and rocks and things like that. Am I on peep still? I am. Okay, let's fix that up a little bit. It's almost like the head or the hands are like they're disintegrating towards the gravitical pull, and this is a there we go. Shout out to Shell Presto, who was mad that I would dare kill off Gallows. She likes Gallows. I haven't killed him off yet. He's still alive in this panel. I mean, I may be gearing towards it. I may be heading towards it. Maybe. It's one of those things I really don't decide until I get to that point. Oh shucks. All right. Well, I almost want to do um, some sound effects. There is a sound effect at the entry point of the. Where am I? Ink. Oh, it's in Peep. Let me get rid of that then. All right, back to Ink. In fact, I can do it. I can. It's a sound effect. It's ZHRRR. So it's if you look at it, like that, like that, and it has a specific font. And I could actually run this font. I could just run this all along the bottom. Um, or along the top. I almost want to do it on the top. And if I do it on the top, here's how I would do it. I think I would take the take a rectangle, right? Got it. And then I'm just going to crush them down just a little bit. That way I have enough room to run the sound effect. So let's put it in and see what it looks like. Okay. It uses a sound effect. I mean, the font is called Will, and it's Z ZHHRRRR exclamation point. I think it has to be all caps. Caps lock ZZHHRRRR. Okay, sounding good so far. I have the ability to do them like this, and then I'll do fill-ins. Let's do that. So let me take a look. If I rasterize this, I can why I do that? Oh, I get it. Yeah, there's definitely been a change. Right? And then I've got to fix this. Whoops, sorry. And then we can just take this whole thing. Like that. I think that looks good. Now, under in Peep, want to make sure there's plenty to contrast with it. All right, somewhere above Peep, we need bubbles, speech bubbles to be exact. Speech bubbles will be technical pen. It's always a good idea to have your character's mouth open if they're going to be talking. Oh, sorry. I think that's a good start. I think it gets it across that it's warping. Um, we could add more details. Let's get back into the right layer. I'm quite proud of all this stuff. Perhaps unduly proud. You're not so great. Have you heard how can the modern man find time for self? How can the laboring man find time for self-culture? By Martini Ranch. He says, I'm a man on a mission, but I'm not so great. That's me. I'm not so great. I feel like I should have more fidelity on his shirt. I'm going a bit more abstract. He's got There's blood on on his shirt from him helping um, Gallows, and by the way, Gallows should have blood as well. All right, we got something to start with here. The only thing I don't like about this is I may have centered this image, and I don't think I want to, because let me just get back to the layering here. Rule of thirds, right? Rule of thirds. Let's get back onto this thing. The rule of thirds says here, and here are the third marks. And then, so here and here. I'm kind of okay, right? Have I hit my rule of thirds? I think I might have. I could probably boost his head up a little bit. I'm not super far off though on it. Cancel. All right, it's 37 minutes. You know what? Let's not go crazy. I'll do this one tomorrow or maybe a little bit later tonight. Oops, sorry. Got my little headphone. In the next panel, the hand comes bursting out into the new realm. Actually, we're not even going to show you where it comes from. We're going to zooming in from off panel. And I've got the figures might even be just shadowy or somewhat abstract in here by that time. Karash, Karum, maybe it's Varum, something like that. And then Karash. And then in the end, Rabbit Fighter is carrying his friend out of the wreckage. All right, man. I think we're good. All right, please remember to like, follow, and subscribe. There will be more comics getting printed, bringing it to the world of print. Posted on Instagram. And we will continue to make awesome comics no matter what happens. Keep on rocking.